kind of a sad day. Today is the second week of October, and it's about time to cut these Insettes down for the winter. Now I gotta find a pot big enough for it. So about this time last year when I brought in all my frost sensitive plants, I shot a real quick video just to document what I had. I only had 10 or 12 plants. Pretty boring. But this year I've got a doggone jungle here in my dining room. So these Insettes are 9 feet tall. I know that because the top of my ceiling at the top of the vault is 9 feet tall. And the highest leaf is scraping the ceiling up there, so that's pretty cool. I only left 3 or 4 leaves on these Insettes, but they're so big that they hide the grow lights. So those grow lights are pretty dang bright. They're not the brightest grow lights, but they're not an eyesore at all because the Insettes totally block them out from the rest of the room. Got a bunch of stuff: bird of paradise, some colocages, parlor palms. I've got my 2 Siagris Romanzoffiana that I brought back from Florida. Those are 6 and 7 feet tall. They grew a couple feet since I brought them home from Florida. The trunk on this Insette is just pretty big. Ravinia, there's a little Rapis excelsa. We got Phoenix Robelinii, Crotons down there. Little baby Jubea. Another Rapis. Disigothica elegantissima, or Schefflera elegantissima. Calathea, which is the only true houseplant that I have. Looks like it needs some more water, maybe. And finally, my poor neglected cat palm that I shoved into the greenhouse and kind of forgot about. So it's always a sad day when you gotta winterize your garden, take down all your nice lush tropicals. But it's really cool having a tropical jungle in your dining room. And I appreciate that I have a wife who puts up with my plant addiction. A bunch of these plants are not going to do great indoors, but they should all make it. Last year the elephant ears and had a couple bananas. They continued to grow, but their leaves got smaller and smaller with each successive new leaf. I think their root balls are too small. But all of the palms that I brought indoors last year continued to put out new fronds over the course of the winter. And this year I have so many palms, most of them are seedlings, that are not hardy here. I built a grow box. We'll go check that out right now. Well, here is the grow box. It's 2x4 for the footprint and about 3 feet tall. I've got a little electronics fan to keep the air moving. Got a humidifier. And between the heat from the lamps and the humidifier, this stays between 85 to 90 degrees most of the time. And it sits between 60 to 70% humidity. But I've got all kinds of stuff in here. Beccaria Phoenix alfredii, some Trachys and some Butias. What else have I got? Tychosperma elegans, Tychosperma robusta. I've got some Adonidii Christmas palms. Man, I can't even think of everything that I've got in here. Some Jubeas. Arcanta Phoenix maxima. Lidocarium insigna. There's probably a few other odds and ends that I can't think of right now. But this is a pretty cool little setup, I think. I just hope it works out for me. As long as I don't forget to water it. Oh yeah. And then you close the lid, and then I throw a blanket over the top so the light doesn't shine out. But those lights stay on 24 hours a day, so they never get a break. But I read on a forum that another guy up here in Washington State who grows palms is leaving his grow lights on 24 hours a day down in his basement, and his palms are growing at like double the rate that they would normally grow inside. So we will update this later and see how everything's doing.